Living in the moment is where so much magic lies. Doing this while trying to accomplish priorities in your life can sometimes get in the way of this. There are a few ways that I have found to accomplish this while not missing out, but really enjoying the sweet moments of my life. Hi, welcome to the Connect with Sheila podcast. I'm an entrepreneur, self-care strategist, and creator of the Seasons Self-Care app. I'm committed to helping you reconnect to your purpose, elevate your well-being, and build your version of a happy, successful life. You're listening to a Monday minisode where I share an insight designed to help you live into what lights you up this week. I imagine that as you're listening to this episode, you've got a lot on your plate. Perhaps the word focus jumped out at you, or you're curious as to what's working for me in that area now. I love hearing what's working for people at different times in their lives. Who knows, maybe it'll save me some time and energy. That's exactly why I wanted to share this with you today. I've often gone from one spectrum to another, being either hyper-focused and taking a total break. While there are times in our life where both are required, I find that the usual weekday feels best with a mix of both. And I want to quickly share with you today what has been working for me these days and what that really looks like. I've had a lot going on behind the scenes that you'll be hearing more about. Some involve an expansion of the podcast, a group I'm opening, new structures of my offerings, a rebrand, which you see a little piece of today in today's different podcast artwork, as well as elevated ways to work with me. And all of this is on top of a variety of milestones in my family life, upcoming travels, and new ventures. So I'm great at being focused. The question is, how long can I be focused on one thing for? You get it, right? Like, I know you have a multifaceted life too. I can get right into the zone. And then before you know it, somebody needs the car. A meal needs to be made. I need to step out. There's a phone call. Like, there's so many different pieces in our lives. As with most things that I do, whether it's the mentoring conversations I have or my own life and business planning, I start with questions. In this case, there needs to be an overarching question, and that is, what outcome do I desire in this season? This tends to involve an overall accomplishment that then touches on subcategories. But really, how are we going to know if we're there if we don't know where we're going, right? Next, I ask, how do I need to resource myself to allow this outcome to happen? Because I truly believe that all you and I desire is already here, and we need to prepare ourselves to step into or receive it. So how does my energy need to shift? Do I need to feel more rested or nourished? Do I need to open up time, which may involve saying no to some things, stopping some activities, or asking for help? That's a big one. Creating space is, I believe, the ultimate action to allow for more focus. This involves me looking at my self-care practices and dialing in on the highest value ways I can feel my best energy. You know what those are for you. It can mean scaling back overall and only doing what truly gets you in your high energy zone, Once I've looked at how to adjust these elements, I schedule the important 1 to 3 things I need to prioritize consistently on my calendar each week. And it may shift each week over week, right? Then I take faithful action, walking and praying my way through each of my top focus areas. But that's not all. I also ask, where do I desire the most presence in my life? With my husband and kids, with a dear friend, what other spiritual practice, perhaps something like that. Before I actually do anything else, I set the intention to be present with those people at certain intervals in my day or whenever we connect. I can't tell you how many times I have gotten so focused on a project that I slide in and out of rooms with my loves and feel like there's no time to truly connect, or there's people in my life that I don't talk to for weeks on end because I'm just so focused. And either they're in the middle of something too, and we all have important things that we're doing, right? So in order to feel my most focused, I need to know that I'm connected with those important people in my life. Otherwise, I get distracted by feeling like I should be spending more quality time. If instead I set and live out the intention of having that presence time with them ahead of time, I can then be fully present in my work. I also let them know that I'm in my zone, so they're aware of where I'm at and what I'm up to, and we're on the same page. It makes reconnecting so much more fun as well, because then we're catching up on, what are all the cool things we've accomplished? And I feel like the kind of partner and mom that I really want to be. Do you feel like these simple questions and personal agreements would be helpful for you during busy times where you need to really get things done? I've done it so many different ways over the years, but this is the way that has felt the best. It allows for more pleasure and space, so I feel like I'm really living, not just punching a clock that I designed for myself. Let me know if you try this. I would love to hear how it goes for you and to get more attuned to your own energetic cycles so you can adapt this strategy to your personal rhythms each month. Go download the Season Self-Care app, and the Cyclical Self-Care Primer will get you in the zone. You can find it at the link in the show notes or in the Apple and Google Play stores. There's a new content being added in there for you to up-level your well-being so that you can make an impact in your life and work without burning out, but truly thriving in your purpose. I'd love to see you in there. And also stay tuned for this season's collective opening its doors to journey together in a deeper way. That's on its way. Thank you so much for listening, and I wish you a wonderful rest of your week. Big blessings.